Welcome back, YouTube. I am back. It is the Drunk Capitalist here. And before we get started, I know it has been a long time, but I want to update you guys about what has happened in the past couple weeks that I've been gone. So, as you guys have already known, I've been paying down my student loans, and I'm proud to say I've paid off 2 full loans so far. Now, it's not much in comparison to what I actually owe, but we'll just talk about that later. Obviously, everything is still up in the air, but I've finally been able to pay off my Perkins loans. Here you can see it. And, I just wanted to share that with you guys while I'm back now, and we have something else to discuss. So, in the news right now, they're talking about how much billions of dollars Nevada is raking in on a month-to-month basis from people. And I gotta say, as someone that really thinks about money, ways to make money, investing, and things like that, I see gambling as a way to throw away money. Now, I think that most people probably see gambling as a way to make a quick buck in a non-illegal way. Sometimes illegal. There's illegal gambling here and there. But a lot of people spend money gambling in order to make money quickly, like playing the lottery, which is nationwide, and they don't really see how it's really a loser's game. And it actually is an addiction. I don't know what kind of addiction that is, but it's kind of weird to me that you could be addicted to losing money, but it's a real thing, because I think it stems from the idea that you're a individual lucky person, that somehow the odds are going to work out in your favor, and it's like, I'm not sure how people rationalize that in their heads, but I guess it's just the American way, where you think that you're that special person, that you're different from the norm, that you're not the average person, you're the 1%er that's gonna come out of the bottom of all the other people and then somehow rise to the cream of the crop, having done no real work. It's very scary out here, but Nevada is making all the money in the world off of this. And I can't blame them. That's what Nevada is all about. People fly to Las Vegas all the time, hoping to, pull that lever and get $1 million, right? Even I've been to Vegas twice. I have gambled, but I've gambled with the knowledge that I know I'm not getting that money back, and I have a huge limit. And once I hit that limit, I'm done. I'm out of the game. And my limit, honestly, has only been $200. I've never gambled more than $200, and I've never played the lottery. Like, the lottery right now is over $1 billion, so more people are playing. Granted, the lottery, the barrier for entry is a little bit lower. You could pay I think between $2 to $20 or something like that. But it's like, if you're perpetually doing this every day, it really adds up, and it just eats away at any potential savings or investment profits that you can make in the future. So that's how I see it. It's like the money lost today is really even more money lost in the future. But let's get into this article. Nevada and Strip gaming revenue totals smashed 2021 records in just 11 months. Whew. Nevada's single-year gaming revenue record didn't even last a full year. The Gaming Control Board said Thursday that casinos statewide collected more than $1.2 billion from gamblers in November, which put the state's overall total for 2022 at $13.5 billion, roughly $100 million more than the 2021's record, $13.4 billion. With 1 month left to report in 2022, Nevada's casinos are almost certainly headed for a $14 billion revenue year. $14 billion. $14 billion of people throwing it away. And we're not even talking about the richest of the rich. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about, the big ballers that, end up in the poker games at casinos. We're talking about the average Joe that has one vacation a year and chooses to go to Vegas and drops $2,000. And that happens perpetually throughout the entire year for 365 days, because they don't stop gambling in Vegas as far as I'm concerned. I'm pretty sure they probably Vegas is probably open every day except Christmas. It's absolutely mind-blowing. It's absolutely insane how much money people are actually throwing away gambling. They're actually addicted to losing their money in the hopes of gaining more money. It's still the I just can't wrap my head around the logic of that whole thing. But you know, Michael Lawton, the control board's chief economic analysis, said every major gaming market in the state is up the calendar year to date through November. Strip casinos took in nearly 669.5 million in gaming revenue in November, giving the state's largest casino market more than 7.5 billion through the year's first 11 months, topping last year's 12-month record of nearly 7.1 billion dollars. So we all know, like, the old people that play the coin slots and stuff like that. Everything has changed in the casino. I saw what casinos were like when I was younger. So I was in a casino when I was younger. Don't ask how. It just happened. And of course, I've also seen movies of casinos. You get like little coins and cash and things like that. But now casinos have gone to, like, more future, forward ways of playing casino slot games. So slots are not even like a mechanical machine anymore. They're like digital. So that gives the casino even more control over how much money they can take. When you win your coins or whatever, they're not even in a coin form. They're just on a piece of paper. Like, everything now has been so digitized, and we already know from research on psychology that if you can't really see the money, it doesn't really feel as real. So with everything being digital, everything being put on like a playing card, your Caesar's Palace playing card, or whatever casino you go to, you're not even seeing that money. So now not only are you most people are paid through a digital means from their employer, that it's just numbers on their account. Now those numbers on your account just go on a Caesar's Palace account, and then Caesar's Palace account just deducts it whenever you swipe your card at a slot machine, even though everything's digital. And then when you win, you get this little piece of paper where you can get your money somehow in cash, maybe. I just find this to be this huge thing to make you not really see the money or feel the money. It's still the craziest thing. I mean, the only places that you really have cash is at the tables. And I personally, that's the only games I play. I only play blackjack and poker. I don't want to play anything else. Table games, you can actually see your money because you have to have cash and put it on the table to get, playing coins. But it's just insane. And I find that as the economy slows down and people are, preparing for recession or fair recession, or people lose their jobs, people are just looking for any outlet in order to, win in this economy, in this capitalistic situation. And I think it's doing more harm than good. I don't think gambling is really everything. Actually, I'm not saying people don't gamble and win sometimes, but the odds are never in your favor. That's why it's a gamble and not a guarantee. It's a gamble, right? So now what I find that's even more pervasive, and I'm not necessarily against the gambling industry, because it, to me, is something that's supposed to be fun or something like that. But I am kind of like worried because people don't necessarily teach their children about gambling and gambling addictions or anything like that. So I want to talk about this new thing that's happening. It's not even that new. That's the thing. Sports betting is not that new, but it's becoming huge right now, right? A lot of people are at home still, work from home, or you have students that didn't necessarily go to campus on college and stuff like that, but they're into sports. And now DraftKings, FanDuel, and all these other companies are really, really, really pushing sports betting on young men and women. Okay, girls do watch sports too, but let's be real, mostly young men, and of course older men, and just people that are into sports in general. They're really, really pushing sports betting on them. And I don't even know, how do you fix something like this when generally in sports we already know that the odds are 50-50 really, in a realistic sense, because it's usually only two teams. So of course there's going to be some teams that are higher seed or a lower seed, but in reality the odds are 50-50. And the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, these are huge billion-dollar corporations themselves. we can't really say that they don't rig these things. We can't really say for sure that there has been no boxing competitions that haven't been messed with ever. Like, you can't really say that. So I really get nervous for these type of situations, especially with certain payouts. With the way that 50-50 gambling works, sometimes you can win and still end up having owe money because it's not really a win. You know what I mean? Because it's a 50-50 thing. And if everyone bets on Floyd Mayweather, the payout for Floyd Mayweather is not even going to be there. So the payout is going to be for whatever chump goes against him, you know, an undefeated, you know, boxer. But of course, if you bet on the chump and everyone bets on the champ, you stand to win everything. It's just a complicated thing. I don't know where it's going, but all I know is if I was you, I would stay out of any type of gambling and betting in times like this. You need to be keeping your money in your pocket. Do not gamble. One thing for sure, two things for certain is that rent goes up and your job is not secure. So you shouldn't be putting money in any place outside of your food, your shelter, and self-care, if we're being honest. Like, money shouldn't be spent on anything else. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for watching. Welcome back. I have more videos on the way. It is a Drunk Capitalist. I'll see you guys later. Peace.